Well, I am continuing my odyssey post Godzilla Day here in Japan. And, today was a rest day because I got friends coming in from out of town to join me on this leg of the trip. And I realized, I need some supplies. So a couple of friends who are familiar with the area said, just go to Yodobashi. It's got everything you need. And holy crap, guys, the department store game in Japan is on a completely different level. Now, last time I was here, I only had about 6 days, so I didn't really get a chance to wander as much as I wanted to. So this was my first real experience inside a Yodobashi, which is Yodobashi camera. Think of it like Best Buy, but on an insane level. This is actually more akin to the stores of my youth. Fedco, Price Club, but just so much nicer. I mean, we lost a lot of this in the United States. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little teary-eyed walking around, just seeing so much stuff. They have cameras, computers, homeware. Everything you can think of, this place has it. This store is awesome. Look, they even got a toilet with the sink in it. The Japanese, man, they know how to do shopping. It's bonkers how much I love this place. Now, as I was walking around, I decided to check out the video store section of this place. Yes, DVDs are still a big seller here, and lo and behold, there's some fancy Godzilla stuff out on display. Godzilla Kong: The New Empire just got released on home video out here, and along with -1, it was the highlight of what was being put out front and center in this section of the department store, along with a lot of other Kaiju goodies, including a bunch of 4Ks that was very tempted, including the Gamera trilogy and Shin Ultraman. And the problem is that, I take these home, there's really no way for me to watch them because they're not English subtitled, but it's still wild to see this kind of stuff, that we don't get as much in the US, just out bare in public. I mean, look at all that wonderful -1 display. God, I still gotta get that set. But I digress, as this was just the beginning of this odyssey inside this beautiful department store. Turns out the top floor is all toys. And I don't mean just toy, everything. Model kits. So much Gundam, gunplay. It boggles the mind. Aisle after aisle after aisle of just robots. As you can see here, they have displays for some of the kits and other metal figures you can get. There's a whole Tamashi section, but this went on. You might as well have been in a grocery store for toys. And this is just one small section of the store. There was a whole floor dedicated to gashapons, and there was, inside of all this, of course, Godzilla goodies to be found. In the kids section especially, I found these bad boys. Very tempted to take them home, but I got a long trip still ahead of me, and I'm not dragging a lot of this stuff as I go from city to city, so maybe when I come back to Tokyo, and I got some money left, bring home a few goodies. But this just gives you a tasting of what there was. If you have a particular flavor of fandom, they have it for you. And not only that, but man, they display it like it is a trophy. Now, the toy section, actually this is the model section, the toy section is not as impressive as the video game section. This was PlayStation's display area alone. They had this giant Dragon Ball setup, and as you walk through the floor, man, I was getting vibes of the olden days of Toys R Us, and just aisle after aisle after aisle of PlayStation games. Xbox, it had a little section in the back, but yeah, nowhere near as big as PlayStation. With PlayStation 4 games still being front and center of a lot of the sale displays, along with a lot of more video game related toys. Now, if you hear me kind of mumbling over this, it's because I just got done shopping this place and I'm still on a high that you cannot describe. There is no drug that can simulate the experience I had in this place. So if you love video games, man, you already know Japan is the place to come, but some people tell you, oh, you got to go to Akihabara and to some of the game stores. Yes, you do. But if you just want something simple and you want a lot of quantity and quality, just go to the department stores, man. They're all there. They're all waiting for you to be taken. I saw so many foreigners, especially a lot of Americans, just picking up stacks and stacks of games to take home with them. Now, again, as you can see, this is just all PlayStation. Wait till you see the Nintendo section. Oh yeah, Pokemon alone is 3/4 of the display. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. If you got money and you're coming to Japan for a set amount of time, you could blow half of it just in this department store alone. Now the upside is that a lot of this stuff is tax-free if you are a traveler. That is, you pay the taxes at purchase, you go upstairs, and they give you the tax money back. It is an incentive if you are traveling to Japan. A lot of the stores here offer this. Not all of them, but many. And the thing is, it's not on every item in the store, but a lot of them, I believe, including many of the games. So if you're a gamer, yeah, this is paradise for you. But you're not watching this channel for video games. Here I am discovering the section. Now, you can't hear anything, and I'm a little bloated because I'm tired and I was out, let's just say, partying with some friends. But just to give you a look, I found the Godzilla section, and look at all of the Bandais that are just begging to be bought. Now, some of you might think, hey, I should go to the Godzilla store. Yes, you should. If you come out to the Tokyo area, head to Shinjuku. I'm currently in Akihabara, and this is where this Yodobashi is. But I have found that I can find just as many, if not almost all, of the same figures at this store than I could at the Godzilla store. And on top of that, they were slightly cheaper too, because this is a big chain where the Godzilla store, they know it's a destination for tourists, so they're going to charge full price. But if you're looking to stock up on Bandais while you're out here, or you want to get something for your friends or your kids, I would argue go here, go to Big Camera, even Toys R Us. They tend to have much fuller stocks than the Godzilla store. Last time, I was there last night as of this recording, and a lot of the backlog of figures were taken up. I mean, it is the 70th anniversary weekend after all, and there is a holiday going on here in Japan, so a lot of people are spending money. But just a vast array of kaiju related merchandise, and this section alone is just Godzilla. And you can't really hear me here because of the music that was blasting in the store, but I'm going to turn the camera around. This is on the other side of the Godzilla display. Yes, there's this whole Transformers just little kiosk you can walk into, and it's not like at home with Target. They have all of it. It's all the Takara stuff. It's the high-end action figures, just right across, with Optimus Prime pointing you to the promised land of Godzilla. Yes, right there. So as you can see, plushies, little knickknacks, tchotchkes galore. This, and again, this is just a small sampling. Now, if you walk around the corner, there was an end cap that had these delightful little poster pieces, but around the corner from that, oh no, it keeps going. Ultraman gets his own selection. So there was this Ultraman selection that was just as big as the Godzilla, and Ultraman does sell huge out in Japan. He's, unfortunately not as big in America as Godzilla is, but the Ultraman stuff probably outnumbers the Godzilla stuff 2-to-1. Bandai goes hard on these figures, and to be fair, there's a lot of Ultraman to merchandise, if you will. So this shows you right here, it's just some of the Bandai vinyl figures, which are half the price of the Godzillas. Found some plushies. There's Naranga, and just some high-end figures. A little bit of everything. So if you love Ultraman and you're not so much of a Godzilla fan, again, Yodobashi, place to go. Get them cheaper. Get them at with the tax-free incentive. Just an idea to show you guys how vast and awesome this store is. Well, I left without buying any Godzilla stuff, but I found the thing I was looking for, a little travel fan. But my 2.5-hour odyssey inside Yodobashi will widely be one of the highlights of this trip. This is what I love doing when I travel. I kind of like to get the local flavor, and man, Japan just does things so much better. So I'm going to leave you guys here. We got a lot more coming, so stay tuned to the channel, and we'll see you next time.